You can't really, put the success of your season on where you get to or what round you're playing in. Ultimately, the sign of success is that you put everything into it. You gave it your best effort. You put your best out there, and whatever the result that happens is, from that is what it is. And you have to, you can live with disappointment if you've given it everything you have.
The 2012-2013 season was anticipated with high hopes for a Kinko championship, potentially a district championship, and a deep run in the state tournament. We started out really hot. We opened with a big win over Inglemore, a 4A school. Caleb Warner had a big-time performance with 30 points. After a win over Sammamish in league to start 1-0, we traveled to Bellarmine Prep on a Saturday night, December 8th. Bellarmine was ranked in the top 4 in the 4A conference, and we got down by as many as 11 in the first half. In the second half, our defense picked it up, and we were able to gut out a close win at Bellarmine, a big-time win and a confidence booster for our team. Will Taylor stepped up in that game and showed that he was going to be a prominent figure for our team the rest of the season. After the Bellarmine win, we had another gutsy performance against Mount Si. We didn't play very well in the first half, but came in to the second half, grinded it out, and got a tough in-league win that put us in position at the top of the league. We went down to Arizona to take on a bunch of really tough teams from around the country. It was expected that we would be challenged down in Arizona, and we were. In the first game, we took on the host school, Mountain View, who is a perennial Arizona state power, has won multiple state championships in the last 10 years. Mountain View featured 6'10" Peyton Dastrup, who had offers from USC, BYU, Arizona State, Florida, and other major Division I programs. Joe Rasmussen dominated him in the game. We were 8-0 and gaining confidence with every trip to the floor. In the next game in Arizona, we took on St. John's Jesuit of Ohio, who Max Preps ranked number 1 in Ohio overall. They were a strong team, and we played a great game. The game came down to the wire. We trailed by 2 late in the game. Caleb Warner got an offensive rebound putback that sent the game into overtime, but in overtime, St. John's was too much, and with some missed free throws on our end and some big plays by St. John's leader, Mark Loving, who was headed to Ohio State, the St. John's team was able to get us. It was our first loss of the season, but we still felt really confident about the way we were approaching the game in and game out. Our last 2 games in Arizona, we were able to win over some very top programs, Gilbert and Desert Vista, both teams that finished in the top of the state this season. The Arizona trip was a great team bonding experience, a great on-court experience, and overall just a heck of a lot of fun. As we returned home from Arizona, we had a big matchup with Bellevue awaiting us, our first of the season. Both teams were in first place at the top of the league, and this would go a long way towards deciding the Kinko Championship. It was an intense game and a great high school basketball atmosphere. Will Taylor had a big-time performance with 18 points, and we came out with a big win, and it was a great overall team performance. A couple of weeks later, after 2 more Kinko wins, we faced off with Sammamish at home, minus Joe Rasmussen. This threw a big wrench in our game plan, but Nick Nordale stepped up on the heels of 30 points. It was a tight win that we were able to pull out in the end and keep our record perfect in the Kinko Conference. A week and a half later, we traveled to Mount Si for our second matchup with the Wildcats. They were hungry for a win against us after having lost at Mercer Island, and they were in the hunt for the Kinko title. A win for the Islanders was going to seal at least a share of the Kinko Conference title, putting up a banner in the gym. We were determined to get it done, and we had a hot shooting night, shooting 72% from the 2-point range and 60% from 3. In the game, Caleb Warner tied the single game makes mark from 3-point line, tying Tarek Brown and Charlie Barocas with 7 makes. He was on fire that night. Following this win, the Seattle Times ranked us number 2 overall in 3A, right behind Rainier Beach. We entered the Bellevue game at Bellevue as the number 2 ranked team. A hungry Bellevue team was determined to get us on their home floor, having lost to us the previous 2 meetings. It was a slugfest type of game. We led by a narrow margin at halftime and maintained a lead in most of the second half before Bellevue stormed back in the fourth quarter. In the end, it was close. We had a shot to win that missed, and the Bellevue fans stormed the court. It was a difficult loss. We wanted to go undefeated in Kinko, but it was a loss that we felt, in the end, may have made us a better team. Despite the tough loss to the Wolverines, we did end up winning the Kinko Championship, which was a huge accomplishment and one of our main goals before the season started, a goal we hadn't accomplished since 2008. It was now official. We'd be putting a banner up on the wall, 2013, a very proud accomplishment. The Kinko regular season championship earned us the top seed in the Kinko tourney, and we opened with a convincing win over Liberty before facing off once again with Bellevue, this time for the Kinko Tournament Championship, with the winner getting a number 1 seed into the district tournament. It was a hard-fought battle, and we had a 15-point advantage in the second half that was dwindled to 3 behind Bellevue's pressure defense, but our guys pulled it out in the end. They gutted it out, they were determined to do it, and we were Kinko Tournament champs with that big number 1 seed. Now it was on to the Metro League. Our winner-to-state regional matchup was a rematch from last year with O'Day. We knew it was going to be a low-scoring, grinded-out affair, and it was. In the end, we won 44-42 on the back of Caleb Warner, who made 2 big plays down the stretch on the offensive end to seal the win. And we're going to the state regionals for the 3rd year in a row, the round of 16. We were 1 win away from our goal of getting to the Tacoma Dome. But first, we had to play some seeding games. Our first matchup was with Lakeside, at the time the number 4 team in 3A, number 2 versus number 4. We got off to a hot 18-6 start against Lakeside, and in the second quarter, the wheels kind of fell off. Lakeside was hot from the 3-point line, and some tough calls got us a little bit frustrated. We headed into half down and couldn't quite get over the hump in the second half. We lost 68-61 to Lakeside, putting us in the 3rd-4th game in the District 2 tournament against Franklin, another rematch from last year. We handled the Quakers in that game, which set us up to travel down to Tacoma for the state regional round. A couple days later, we found out we'd be facing Timberline, a hot young team with a star junior, Donovan Dorsey. We were confident and well prepared with a week off from school and time to get ready for Timberline's zone defense attack. Not only were we ready, we were also getting Will Taylor back, a pleasant surprise, and a guy we really knew could help us against the zone. Our moment was finally here, and when the game opened up, we got off to a good start. The kids really executed the game plan, and as the game unfolded, we had some tough breaks go our way. The ball wouldn't roll in, wide open shots just didn't go down, and things seemed to be going in Timberline's favor. Our kids hung really tough, and we were in position to win the game in the end. But this, unfortunately, would be Timberline's day. They were headed to the Tacoma Dome, and we were headed home. Nothing can ever replace the disappointment we felt that day, and still feel today. But one thing's for certain, we gave it our all. Our kids laid it all out on the line, they executed our game plan. The lesson we learned is that sometimes you can do everything right, and it still doesn't work out. We have a lot to be proud of in the 2013 season. We put a banner up on the wall for the first time since 2008. We were ranked as high as number 2 in 3A. In Arizona, we went 3-1 against top-notch competition. We finished the Kinko season with only 1 loss, and we won all of our non-conference games here in the state of Washington. It was an unbelievable year for a team that really came a long way. The coaching staff, the fans, and the parents are all so proud of this 2013 team. Seniors will remember you forever. Your contributions to this basketball program will be felt for a long time.
My name is Jack Greenham. I'm a wing, and I'm graduating in 2015.
Alex Emanuels, forward, 2013.
My name is David Emanuels. I play point guard, and I'm a sophomore.
J5.
Nikhil Mizra. I play forward, and I'm a senior.
Nick Nordell. I'm a senior, and I'm a wing.
I'm Mercer Plateau. I'm a forward, and I'm a senior.
My name is Joe Rasmussen. I'm a senior, and I'm a center.
Jake Shaddle, point guard, senior.
I'm Daniel Sims. I'm a junior, and I'm a point guard.
My name is Jacob Stenberg. I'm a guard. I graduated 2014.
Will Taylor. I'm a senior, and I'm a shooting guard.
I'm Max Tilden, and I play center. and I'm graduating this year, 2013.
I'm Teddy Vandervelden. I'm a forward, and I'm graduating 2014.
Caleb Warner, shooting guard, junior, graduating class of 2014.
Hey, my name is Peter Welch. I'm a point guard, and I'm a junior.
Ryan Relps, assistant varsity coach.
Coach Kevin Tempest, I'm assistant coach and the defensive coordinator.
Gavin Cree, Mercer Island boys basketball head coach. Committed would be a word that I would say about this team. We've got 15 guys at practice, and all 15 guys play hard. A lot of times you don't see that. You see some of the substitute guys, the second team guys dragging, but not with this team this year. We have all 15 guys understand they're a part of it and that they play a role and that their role is crucial, and so that's a really good thing to see, and we're excited about that.
One word to describe this team is dedicated. We're dedicated because we play all together over the summer. We just work really well and hard together, and we put in a lot of work to be here.
Tenacity. We're always hungry. We're always ready to get it. We're wanting to, of course, win state. We want to get after it. We got two great captains always leading us, and they're always fired up, and we're always just out there getting ready to go.
I would say we're unselfish. We have a lot of fun playing together. You can see that at our games. Guys are feeding off each other, and no one really cares who's scoring the ball. We're a fun group to play with. There's a lot of guys that are making each other better.
The word describing this team is energy. They've got the energy in the classroom, they got the energy on the court, They've got the energy in the locker room. They've got the energy to be good people to one another. They've got the energy to be good members of the community. They got the energy to represent Mercer Island basketball the best they can.
Together again, because even more so than last year, because this year we have so much chemistry as a team than ever before.
It's just like our motto, do everything together, be as close as possible. We're all really good friends, and we have been for a long time, so we play together, we do pretty much everything together.
Probably together.
Why together?
Because we play as a team together a lot, and we're getting to know each other better and know where everyone is on the floor.
I think it's togetherness, because we have a bunch of good athletes. So just if we work together and play together, then it's going to be really hard to beat us.
I think a lot of teams prior have had a lot of younger kids, and this team's mostly seniors, juniors, and like 2 sophomores. So we definitely have played together a lot more than past teams, and we're definitely closer. I think you can tell from like pregame warm-ups and everything. Everybody knows each other really well, which is, I think, a key.
Determined, I think. The seniors this year have been waiting in the wings for their turn, and they've been thinking about this moment this year a lot, and they're finally there, and they're ready to put those dreams that they've had for this season into effect, and they're really focused on that.
This year's team is really determined to get to Tacoma. The last 2 years we've finished in the first round of the state tournament, but not the championship round. And so, the guys that have been on the team for a couple of years are really hungry to get past that barrier and move forward.
Well, I think just that experience for a lot of the guys. We have guys returning who got a taste of it and who have been through all the preparation before, who have gone through those game day situations, those loser out situations, and then coming up short, I think motivated them for the off season. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, and just having the experience and building from that.
We have a lot of dedicated guys in here, and we kind of know what it takes now, I think.
This year we wanted to focus more on the goals that we didn't achieve last year.
We're pretty focused on winning Kinko first. I mean, that's the main goal. We didn't win last year, so we gotta be real focused on winning Kinko, I think.
Yeah, we made goals this year, and I think we're gonna win the Kinko championship and get into state like we did last year.
The goals are to win all our games and win Kinko and beat a bunch of our rivals like Mount Si and Bellevue and hopefully make it to state.
We set our expectations high. We have goals of, we've got multiple goals, but our big one is winning the state championship, and that's going to be tough, but I know we've got good talent on this team.
I think we can beat anybody when we're playing well and just playing as a team. No one can really hang with us, I don't think. So I'm pretty confident that if we bring it every game, we can win it.
If we play our best basketball and if we're firing on all cylinders, then yeah, we have a legitimate shot at winning state.
I see the team now as a team that is talented and committed and goal-driven and team-orientated, and I see those core principles carrying us through a lot of on-court success. I see us being a competitor in Kinko and coming into every game having more than our fair shot at winning. And we have the character and the humor and the personality and the care and the drive to have success not just on the court, but most definitely off the court.
I think this team, we really rely on our senior leadership and our captains to keep our guys, focused.
Well, I think first of all, it starts at the top. We've got 2 great leaders in Nick Nordale and Joe Rasmussen, really dedicated. Really guys that you can approach at school or anytime.
I think it's our senior leadership. It means a lot to these guys, and so they push us to do everything, and they push us in practice because they really want to win this year.
Well, we've all been playing together for so long. I've been playing with these guys since 5th grade basketball, and it's a lot of the captain just bringing everyone together.
One of the reasons why I think that we have such good chemistry is our seniors are very inviting, they're very nice to us.
Well, this year the seniors are really great, and they connect with everyone, so we have great chemistry this year.
What's really strong about this team is everyone has each other's back.
We don't back down. We're fighting for everything, and we
we are trying to prove ourselves that we should be on the court wherever we are.
You know, Arizona for me, I also went the previous year on their out-of-town tournament. One of the best weeks of the whole entire year. It's a huge highlight for me. It's a time when we get to play really competitive basketball and also a different style of basketball.
Arizona was probably the moment where we really knew how good we could be, because we played against top flight teams at that tournament, and we ended up beating 3 of them. We're playing really, really well, impressing a lot of people down there about what Mercer Island basketball is about.
I think that the tournament in Arizona was probably a moment where team kind of came together, you know, having 4 days in a row against good competition, and we really came to play each day and showed our depth and showed that we could compete against top talent from anywhere.
The Arizona trip helped a lot. We played guys going to Ohio State, getting looked at by Florida and Arizona and some big schools, and the only loss we had was by 2 in overtime, so that gave us a lot of confidence.
I think it was really beneficial for our team because on those trips we always grow closer as a team.
It's a great learning experience because we got to play against some athletic players that we don't see in our conference. I think Arizona was a great learning experience just because we built so much from it. Beating Bellevue, that was like, we realized like we can really do some damage against like the teams we play against. We were a good team.
This season for us was not a fluke, and it was not something that was a birthright for this team to win Kinko, to be 22-4. This team earned that.
That's going to be awesome to come back next year or in the past or in the next few years and see the banner up on the wall and just know that I was a part of that.
This has been a great senior class. You know, you hate to rank them and everything, but this has been the best senior class I've seen in a long time, really as a player or a coach. And this team had 8 seniors, and we had 8 captains, really 8 leaders. It's really kind of an interesting senior class because we just have so many guys that you never would have expected to be here. The way that the senior class looked as freshmen and the way they look as seniors is completely different. We don't have the guys that we thought would be here right now. We have different guys, and that's been neat. That's been neat to see the determination of some of these guys to fight through it. I mean, going down the line, Will Taylor, Nick Nordale, Max Tilden, Espen Plateau, those weren't the guys that we thought were going to be the top guys in this class, but it just shows you what hard work does, what perseverance does, what dedication, and what leadership does, and unselfishness. This is a really unselfish group, and I want them to hang on to that forever.
I just want to say thank you. You know, I played limitedly with the team 2 years ago, and I just have to say the seniors this year were just far more welcoming to me. But they really made me feel part of the team, even though I wasn't playing, you know, I wasn't contributing in that sense, but I felt like I was contributing to the team as a whole in practice, and you know, I never felt intimidated or bullied or rejected, you know, and I think those things are really important.
I want to tell them that I've never felt more, like on the floor I haven't felt happier playing than playing with that group of guys, because I mean, personally I've never played with so many seniors that were energetic, that were on time, and they didn't, like usually seniors slack off and stuff, but I mean they were hard-nosed, they were great seniors, and I just want to take a lot from what they showed us and showed me.
just an incredible senior class. You know, I can't give enough compliments to how they've carried themselves, how they've represented the program, and how much they've earned every one of those victories that they put up this year. But yeah, so seeing them really take the younger guys under their wing and incorporate them and build that team chemistry together, that's certainly been a huge component of our success this year.
His thing. What do you want to say to those guys?
Thank you. Good luck. You're awesome. You're good looking.
Who's the best looking one?
By far Joe. He looks like me, so.
Well, I just love them all. Like, they're all just like my best friends, and it was a great year to play with every single one of them, and I'm gonna miss it, definitely.
You know, I just want to say, like, it's been fun. Like, I've loved playing with them and being teammates with them and going to school with them. Just, they've been great friends to me and great role models in my life. And you know, I just wish them the best wherever they're going to be next year.
It's going to be tough leaving them. I definitely have a lot of good memories with them, but you know, Joe, he's going to go on to bigger, better things. Nick's probably going to go on to play some basketball. Jake's probably going to go play somewhere. And the seniors aren't going to play. You know, it was fun playing with them, and I'll get to play with them probably, pick up games this summer. And they gave it their all, and you could just tell that they left everything out there, and it was nice to see that.
I just love those guys. I'm going to cherish them forever. This season, definitely I'm going to remember forever and remember those teammates and these guys.
Just like being close every day, we got to hang out with each other every day. We just got to laugh and play basketball together, which is what we love to do. So I'm just going to miss being with them. We're all bros, we all love each other, so.
I mean, it's just sad to see it end, you know. I played with those guys since like 2nd grade or 3rd grade, however long it's been, and it's just kind of sad to see it all end.
My message to our underclassmen is believe in yourself. You know, that's if this current group, you know, our group of seniors that are leaving, they believed in themselves. They weren't the best athletes. They weren't the guys that came into high school with all the accolades, but they believed in themselves. They believed in their ability and believed in what they could accomplish together. And it starts with that, but then it finishes with a lot of hard work. And so that's always been the staple of Mercer Island basketball.
I'd say just keep working hard. You know, it's not easy to be a varsity basketball player. It takes copious hours of work in the gym and in the weight room, and you have to never stop working, never be outworked by anyone else, whether it's another teammate that you're competing for playing time with or other teams. You have to put in the work every single day.
Something I learned kind of this last year that I wish I'd known when I was younger is just go to every single trials you can, keep getting stronger. And that also shows that you're dedicated, it shows that you want it. And just have as much fun as possible, enjoy it while you can. It ends really soon, so I can't believe I'm in this position now. I've been watching people in this position for so long, so.
You just gotta, like, I think the team chemistry was a huge reason we were so successful. That we liked everybody, I liked everybody on the team, and also, so I would just encourage them to really make an effort to, because there's a lot of guys leaving this year from varsity, so there'll be a lot of new people, so make an effort to get to know everybody in.
Yeah, it goes by quick, so I would tell them to cherish it, enjoy it, and don't have any regrets. Take every day seriously, so you know that you did as much as you could have.
Just keep the legacy going. You know, we broke a lot of our team huddles on together. I just think that's a huge part of our sound tradition. Just coming together and believing in one another, and just always have each other's backs, and just never give up mentality. And I think the underclassmen are going to be capable of doing that.
I mean, it's a lot of fun and it's all worth it, and you should put in a lot of work because it's worth it at the end, and you don't want to look back. And it's just like, I mean, once it's gone, it's gone. You know, it doesn't come back. So you don't want to have anything that you wish you would have done.
Just keep working. I don't know. Just try to do everything you can to get to the state tournament, because you're not going to have that opportunity again once you're done with high school.
I think I'm just going to miss like being surrounded by my friends and teammates who I know I can always count on, and just being out there on Friday nights on the court in front of a home crowd. There's nothing like it, and like this is my last year of basketball, so I'm really gonna miss all that adrenaline you get pre-game and celebrating with your teammates in the locker room after the game. There's nothing that's going to be like it again.
I'm gonna miss so much. I miss Friday night games, the crowd, I miss teammates, the coaches, it's having success with people that you've been working hard with for a long time.
It's neat of how the basketball family, like just how tight-knit we are. And
it's been a lot of fun, and it sucks that's gone, but it's been fun, so yeah.
Playing basketball has been my life since I was 2, so it's just, I'm obviously still gonna play and I'm gonna try to play in college, but I don't know if there's anything that I can take away from it other than just have fun. You know, do what you love, and it sounds cliche, obviously, but it's so, like when it happens to you, you're like, it's so true. Just do what you love and do it all the time. The pride, the school pride, and it's just like, there's so much tradition in Mercer Island basketball, and just you bleed maroon and white, and I really like that. I don't know if that'll be there in college as much.
Just the basketball culture of the whole school. Everyone, even who don't play basketball, they all like really care about the basketball team and like how we do, and like the great fans, and so like apart from the actual team, was great, and I'm gonna miss that.
Just kind of like the family aspect, but also the tradition. Just like everybody in this like surrounding area knows Mercer Island basketball. I don't know, it's just been kind of just a great experience. I don't know. Yeah.
I think last year people would have thought that we would be down going into this year, and that wasn't the case. And that wasn't the case because our kids believed and they worked hard, and kids rose to the challenge and stepped up. And so that's really what it's about, you know. We have talent coming back next year. We have guys that have been groomed in the system and know how to play. I think we have good leadership overall.
I mean, I think that we'll be pretty good, you know. We have young guys like Caleb. He's going to be a senior next year. He'll be able to do well. He'll step up. And then we have different guys coming up through the youth program. We're also going to be good, I think. And just kind of depends how they play their course.
I hope they can go further than we did and maybe learn from how close we came and take it to the next step, win state. Next year, I think they're going to be vastly underrated. And I think that if they come together and they play as a team and they have leadership and they do what they need to do and listen to their coaches, they can contend for Kinko, because Mercer Island basketball contends for Kinko every year. If they do that, then they can, who knows where they can go.
Like every year when the seniors graduate, there's a big hole, and sometimes it's overwhelming, especially this year. You know, you look at the guys we're losing, so many seniors, so many talented players. You know, we only have one starter coming back, but the fact remains that if we put in the work, if we come together as a team, if we commit ourselves in the gym and in the weight room, you know, we can fill those spots and we can become just as good of a team as last year.
I think we can make the same run. I think we can be really competitive in Kinko if we can win it and compete for it. And we can definitely move on and make it to the same spot we did this year.
I hope they go and they win Kinko again, keep that going. You know, I hope they bring fight to the league.
Well, I think they can win Kinko next year. They have a lot of talent still. And I think every year we should be winning Kinko. Each grade they have their good players and stars, and I think some people like doubt next year's team a little bit.
I just hope Mercer Island continues to be a good basketball program that, you know, plays basketball, you know, the right way with a lot of sportsmanship and a lot of class, and is a proud organization that obviously wins a lot of games and does well.
As a team, we're gonna make it to state. Me personally, especially, am sick of coming so close and not making it. So I mean, we want to win Kinko, we want to take districts, and we want to win state.
You guys gonna win state next year?
We're gonna win state next year.
What's exciting is that we'll be more interchangeable next year, and you know, we're gonna work in the off season to make it happen. I think that with the determination of our players and with the work ethic, we can definitely get to the Tacoma Dome. There's no question. We have the ability to do it, but we have a lot of work to do. And so if our guys are willing to put in that work, then they're going to have a really good chance to compete for a Kinko championship and to get to the Tacoma Dome.
blow your mind. So, since I'm not the run of the mill, I feel the need to say you wanna be, you gotta be real. Cause if you ever come my way like I used